Right now, 5:30, we're tracking the investigation into an overnight crash in Lexington that left a motorcyclist dead. We'll have more coming up in a live report.
Also on WKYT this morning, we have new information right now in the murder case against a Lexington woman from over the weekend. And we've learned that 3 people still missing after a boat capsized on the Ohio River are now presumed dead.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you. We hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend and that you're ready to go. Here it is Monday, July 6th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. 4th of July over. Maybe you have the day off. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're back at it at work. But hopefully it'll be a good start for your morning. We're hearing it's, pretty decent chance of rain, but not terrible.
A little fog to deal with this morning, and that's going to be a visibility issue for those of you traveling early. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, the fog's going to be our main issue. We have one lone shower out there. The other, just a couple of sprinkles here and there. That one lone shower is over the Berea area, and then slide down 21, hit 421, that intersection right there. You get the Big Hill region. And it's rolling right through the Big Hill region. Heads up McKee, Sand Gap, you're going to be seeing that across 421 very shortly. I give it another 30 minutes or so. Temperature-wise, feels good, but that fog is our main issue. We're sitting there 0 to 2 miles, so watch out for that as you're traveling this morning. Temperatures in the 60s. We head toward the afternoon, mid-80s. It'll feel much like summer the next several days, and actually gets much warmer than that. Are we seeing 90s in the forecast finally? I'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
We'll see you then. We thank you. WKYT tracking the investigation now into a wreck in Lexington that has left a motorcyclist dead.
And this crash happened just before midnight in the specific location on Nicholasville Road near the Jessamine County line. WKYT's Mark Barber live at the scene with the latest developments. Mark, what do we know so far?
Good morning, Rebecca. Well, I can tell you that I've been speaking with investigators this morning, and they tell me that they do not know if alcohol or speed was involved in this crash here at the Fayette-Jessamine County line. At this time, investigators say they are really just trying to figure out what caused this fatal crash. Now, police tell me that charges have not been filed at this point, but I'm told that that could change as their investigation moves forward. Police say that the driver of a motorcycle was killed here at Nicholasville Road and South Point Drive around midnight. Investigators tell me that that man was killed when the driver of a truck turned off of Nicholasville Road and crashed into the man's motorcycle on South Point Drive. The man who died has not been identified yet. Crews are now working to move traffic through the area while they finish clearing the scene.
This is a major road, a major roadway, so we have a lot of traffic coming through here at all times of the day usually. So we're trying to step up our enforcement to slow people down out here. Obviously it's dangerous.
Now, that crash has shut down all inbound lanes of Nicholasville Road here at South Point Drive. Only one outbound lane is open, and police are using that to shuttle traffic through this area. Investigators tell me that they're hoping to reopen all lanes of traffic here at some point in the next hour, but at this time they still have not cleared that wreck, so of course that could take longer. So please tell me that if you are planning to drive into the city this morning coming from Nicholasville, that you will be rerouted at the Brandon Crossing area. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Heads up, everybody, on that detour this morning. Again, if you're coming into Lexington, a detour right now. Yeah,
we have some new information this morning about a very strange case we've been tracking all weekend in Lexington.
A woman accused of leading police on a chase in a bucket truck on Friday is now charged with murder. And we're learning more about Vanessa Napier's relationship with a man who police say she killed. Let's go out to WKYT Sean Moody live at District Court with some new information. Sean, how did Napier and the victim know each other, according to what we're hearing?
Good morning, Bill. Lexington police say this was her boyfriend. The coroner hasn't identified him or said exactly how he died. On Friday morning, Kentucky State Police say Vanessa Napier stole a bucket truck from a gas station on Athens-Boonesboro Road. And for an hour, police from 5 different agencies chased that truck along I-75 in Fayette County, then into Madison County, then back into Lexington, finally stopping it after 40 miles or so near downtown Lexington. State police arrested Napier and charged her with robbery, DUI, and wanton endangerment. Then on Saturday afternoon, Lexington police said they went out to Napier's home on Athens Walnut Hill Pike for a welfare check and found a man who'd been killed. They charged Napier with murder and tampering with physical evidence early Sunday morning. Now, Napier will be arraigned here in District Court at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. A Lexington strip club linked to 3 shootings in the last 2 months could lose its liquor license. Our partners at the Herald Leader are reporting that Diamond's Gentlemen's Club on Winchester Road is facing 5 state violations from 2014 and other violations from 2015 from the Urban County Government's ABC board. Back in February, police say 1 man was seriously injured in the shooting, and because of that case, the club was charged with violating the state's alcohol law. And then in May, someone shot another man outside the club. And less than a month later, a shooting sent 2 other men to the hospital. The club, all in all, faces 5 charges, including serving alcohol to a minor and failing to pay taxes. All of those investigations are ongoing.
Well, the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team helped rescue a young boy who got swept away in floodwaters. 3 members were paddling down the river when they heard screams from a couple saying their child had been swept down the Red River. The rescuers managed to get the child out and dragged him out of that swollen river. They say the water current was so strong it broke one of the paddles in their process.
The search will resume this morning for 3 people missing after a boat capsized in downtown Louisville. Firefighters say a pontoon boat hit a staging barge and capsized on the Ohio River on Saturday. A man and a 14-year-old boy died in the accident, and 4 others went to the hospital. Police say the 3 missing people are now presumed dead. Rescue crews are using drones and cameras to help in the search.
If we're not able to find any other clues or indications of somebody being out there, there's a point where we just have to terminate the operation and wait to see what happens if somebody sees something downstream, or and it's sad, and I'd say that there's nothing worse than feeling helpless that you can't save somebody, but at some point you have to really look at the realistic part of it.
Rescue crews found the boat near a construction site.
Nelson County deputies need your help finding a missing woman. Deputies say Crystal Rogers went missing sometime Friday afternoon. Her vehicle was found on the Bluegrass Parkway, abandoned with a flat tire. Deputies tell us her keys and personal belongings were left inside her car. Her family says it is not like her to be out of touch with them. Police are asking anyone with information on her whereabouts contact the Nelson County Sheriff's Office.
Coming up on 5:37 now on WKYT this morning, and 5 people are recovering this morning after a crash Sunday in Lexington. Police tell us a car driving on Paris, that is on Parker's Mill Road, ran a red light at the intersection of Man o' War and hit another car. Ambulances took 5 people to UK Hospital. All 5 had only minor injuries.
A Clark County woman is working to find a new home for a stray horse. Crystal Justice saw a post on Facebook about a horse on the loose in Bath County. When she heard animal control planned to put him down, she decided to step in and help. Justice and her husband helped rescue the horse and found a temporary home for him at the Kentucky Equestrian Center in Clark County.
He has such a great personality and he's sweet, so why not give this horse a chance to live his life and not be put down due to the fact somebody just turned him out and didn't care what happened to him.
Justice says the response from the community has been overwhelming. She hopes to have the horse at a new home by later today. In international news this morning, world markets are down as investors wait to watch how Europe will respond to the Greek debt crisis. Early this morning, Greece's finance minister resigned. This comes as the Eurozone's 2 biggest economies, Germany and France, plan a meeting in Paris for today to discuss the debt crisis. Voters in Greece rejected a debt bailout deal worth billions. Uncertainty about the country's financial future has many people there terrified.
They have to understand that right now, the poor people, they can't take it anymore.
My worst fears are that Greece is going to go back like 60 years.
Greece has been bailed out twice in the past 5 years with more than $250 billion in loans. So the talk is that they could potentially have to pull out of the euro.
Right. Eurozone meeting set for tomorrow, and of course today the world will see how the markets react.
The world's waiting and watching.
Ahead of Wall Street's opening today, things are down, so we'll see what goes on. Coming up on 5:39, it was a beautiful finish. Team USA struck back last night to win the Women's World Cup Championship.
As Kenneth Craig reports, fans were sitting on the edge of their seats as USA took on Japan in the final match.
Number 10, Carly Lloyd's aggressive play put Team USA out front early, and they never looked back. Lloyd made history by scoring 2 over 3 goals in the first 6 minutes of the first half.
I was just on a mission. I was on a mission to help my team win this game.
Fans across the country tuned in to watch the final match. Here in New York City, sports bars were packed.
It was awesome. It was awesome. USA! 15 years. It's about time that we made it, and what a better weekend to do it.
The 5-2 final was sweet revenge for the Americans. They were beaten by Japan in penalty kicks in the World Cup Championship match 4 years ago. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
Well, the Americans became the first country with 3 women's titles. The last time they won a championship was back in 1999, and I remember that very well. I was telling you about the run-up to that. I remember it was just so intense. Mia Hamm, Brandy Chastain, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, it was like there was more attention then, maybe, than this time around.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
You know, as we've said, we knew this was happening. It was just so much else going on, I guess.